What's cracklin', everybody? Welcome back once again to the definitive cereal tier list, where each episode take a cereal, put it on the tier list, so you know how good it is. I'm your host Tucker. In this episode, we're continuing the third round of the Chex Check-in with Blueberry Chex. So last episode, we started this third round of the Chex Check-in with Vanilla Chex, which managed to get a C and be one of the better vanilla flavorings that we've done, but that also means that all four of the flavored Chex, honey nut, cinnamon, chocolate, and vanilla, have got a C. And then looking at the base flavors, we've got corn at C, rice at D, wheat at E. This one, gonna be rice again, so probably gonna be somewhat in line with the other flavored ones. However, blueberry, like vanilla, has been a bit hit or miss with some of the other cereals we've done. Like Blueberry was the weakest monster cereal for me. There was a Blueberry Cheerios that didn't work out super well. So I'll be interested to see if this one, like vanilla, can manage to be a pretty solid take on the flavor. But let's just check it out, see what it's like. There we go. Okay, pretty blueberry scent. Okay, it sort of reminds me of like a blueberry Eggo waffle. Not necessarily the cereal blueberry Eggo waffle, but like an actual blueberry Eggo waffle. Yeah, okay, so sort of that bakery type blueberry scent. Okay. So, again, like all flavored Chex, we got one side nope, that's not a good example. Well, normally one side is plain and the other side blueberry E, so pretty classic Chex flavoring style there. Okay. So that initial taste was very much in line with a lot of the other blueberry cereals we've done. But the aftertaste did change a little bit. I'm not sure necessarily if it was for the better, but the sort of ending taste was a bit different than other blueberry stuff. I think this is one of the cases where only half the side having the flavoring is working out pretty well. Because even with just half, it's a pretty strong blueberry taste. So I think if it had been fully coated, it would be a bit much for me. It's still not like my favorite of the fruity flavored cereals we've done, but it's not bad at all. I don't think it's just quite what I want in my cereal. No offense to blueberries. I'm a big fan of blue. All right, now the milk is pretty much fully that blue-purple with a whole bunch of blue specks in there. So let's see what sort of taste we're gonna get. Yeah, pretty blueberry, blueberry-y. Yeah, I think I like it a bit more on the piece just because you got that balance with the just rice check going on than in just the milk. It's a bit too dominant, I guess. But yeah, not bad. Just, again, I don't think quite what I'm after. This didn't quite sell me on blueberry flavor as well as Vanilla Chex sold me on vanilla flavor, but I think this is a bit better than the other blueberry cereals we've done so far. So like all the other flavored Chex, you got a pretty solid base piece going on here. Got that bit of crunch at the beginning. doesn't fall apart too badly by the end. So that's all working out. And I think having rice Chex as the base flavor seems to be their go-to every time, and that's probably what I would pick as well. So from that aspect, going pretty well. But then from a taste standpoint, blueberry just doesn't seem to work for me as well in cereal. I think I just have a preference for those sort of fake fruity flavors that a lot of other cereals have. That just seems to click more for me than this blueberry does. So from that aspect, it does drop a bit from the other flavored Chex. But similar to how the Vanilla Chex turned the milk into sort of a vanilla bean flavor, the Blueberry Chex kind of changed the milk into like a blueberry ice cream type flavor as well. So that was kind of interesting. It didn't quite work as well as the vanilla did for me, which again, I think is just, I don't know if blueberry is my thing. So not necessarily a negative for it, just kind of like an interesting thing that happened with both of these last two Chex. So what I'm going to do is give Blueberry Chex a D. I think it is the weakest of the flavored Chex that we've done, but I still think there is a bit more going on than just the plain rice Chex. So I do appreciate that a bit, but it's not necessarily the whole tier of a plain rice Chex like the others. And this does put it in the same tier as like Blueberry, another blueberry cereal. But I think I like the flavor and piece of this more. I think the only thing Blueberry could have over this would be the marshmallows. But even then, I think I still might rather eat this than Blueberry. So I stand by this being a bit better than all the other blueberry cereals we've done, despite it being in the same tier as another one. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe, and in the comments below, post your general thoughts. Let me know if you've tried Blueberry Chex and how you sort of feel it fits into the flavored Chex family. If you're someone who's more into the blueberry flavor and this is like your top flavored Chex, you can let me know about that and sort of try to make a case for why blueberry should work well in cereal, or if you think this isn't quite as good and some other blueberry thing should have been higher up, you can sort of let me know about that as well. But until next time, stay delicious.